Hello, welcome. Thank you for your interest in joining the Partner2Connect community by submitting a pledge to help us close the digital gap. Here are just a few points to remember. Submitting a pledge is completely free of charge. It's a non-binding commitment with self-reporting mechanisms that we use to track progress. We are not a direct funding mechanism and we do not provide financial grants or investments. Before submitting your pledge, I encourage you to explore some of the other commitments that have been done by other pledgers. I would go to Pledges, go to our landing page, Partner2Connect, Pledges, and you go to Explore Pledges. Here you'll be able to use this dashboard to navigate and learn more about any of the 956 pledges currently on our platform. You can search by entity name, by country of the pledge maker, by country of the pledge implementation, by keyword. Let's try just an example. Let's go to country Egypt. So how many pledges have been made from organizations in Egypt? Let's take this one for example, decentralized initiative, and you click here to see the details. So you see it's quite complete. It has its focus area, it has its pillars. We encourage you to add the estimated value, even if it's an approximate. This is very important for us to track progress and also to help us reach our 100 billion US dollars by 2026 in pledges. So we're ready now to go to submit a pledge. Click on Pledges, Submit a Pledge. It will ask you to log in. Here it will ask you to log in. You might have an account already. You do not need to be a sector member or an ITU member state. You can create your own account. I already have one. And here you submit a new pledge. You agree with the terms. You'll have to add your organization details. All of them should be here. There are a lot of organizations here. Let's say from Singapore, you can find them all here. From Egypt, you can find them all here. If your organization does not feature, just click on Other. Let's say ITU. I'm just making it up, and go Next. It's quite self-explanatory. You add your job title, your email, your phone number, ideally a secondary contact. This is very important because whomever you include here will receive invitations and will be included in the communications from the P2C community. So I encourage you to add them. You click Next. Here you just add the name of your pledge. There are a lot of questions regarding what kind of partners you're using. This is very important, the focus area. Usually the pledges should be focused on one area, either access, which is related to infrastructure and other initiatives, adoption mostly on skills, on empowering communities, closing the gender gap, and other value creation, which is related to the digital ecosystem, and accelerate mostly about financing and investment. So let's say you choose one because yours is on skills development, and you say yes, it's about education and skills. This is the type of pledge. Is it a financial pledge, so you're actually putting money on it? There's going to be a policy or advocacy or programmatic. Let's say that you're actually having a course and you're putting some money on it. This is very important. we really encourage you to try to share an approximate financial value, even if it's aspirational or it's at the end of a certain period of time. This is the expected investment or the expected value of the project in time. I'm just gonna make something up here. I'll say 500 million. I'll say 100, let's say 5,000 people will be, in this case, people, mostly children. You just add here whatever. This is important, the SDG, because as you know, we might be organizing a SDG digital, and it's important to keep track. So let's say this doesn't work. The region of implementation, I'll say it's for the Dominican Republic. You click a start date, end date. This is important as well for us to keep track and to ultimately report. Matchmaking section. This is one of the latest upgrades of the platform, and this is to move from being a list of commitments and then showcasing those commitments and celebrating them to actually a strong community of committed leaders. And then the matchmaking process will be to help you implement or find alliances to make your pledge more impactful. You should agree. Let's say you're facing challenges on funding, or you're looking for a partner on technical from the government. I'm looking for a partner with an organization to help implement my pledge on government partnerships and on the advocacy part. That's it. You review the form and you submit it. It should take you no more than 5 minutes. What's tricky is to gather the information ahead of time. But even if you don't have all the information, you can always come back to it and view them. So you're back here, you're back to this platform. You can still go back and edit. You see, here is my test. I can view, I can edit, and ultimately, once it is validated, you should be able to report on it at least once a year. So thank you very much. I hope this was useful. We'll be always open and ready to receive your questions, and so please don't hesitate to reach out to our secretariat. And thanks again.